Hello everyone, am I audible? Can you hear me? Soumyadeep Ramkrishna, can you hear me? Am I audible? Can you just confirm that? Hi everyone, can you hear me? Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, thanks for confirming. We'll just start off in next 5 minutes. We'll just wait for 5 minutes to everyone join in, then we'll start off.
রাতের মন্দবাজি Oh my god, baby, sexy back.
Okay, guys, I guess we can start with the session today. So I'll just share my screen and accordingly we'll just move in. Just allow me a moment. Is my screen visible to you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you can't see, right? Just a moment. Let me share it. Now, is it visible?
No, ma'am.
Maybe it's loading. Just a moment. Visible screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine, great. So, we'll do one thing. We'll just start with pivot table part first, like because we need to learn how to work with pivot table. So, let me just show you where I have just downloaded the data. The sample data. So here you'll be getting some of the good reviewed data, also some of the practicing data also. Since we are just starting off, that's why I have just taken the data from here. I can just share you the link also. You can just download any of the data if required for the further practice. Just chat. So hope you have received it. So now we'll just move on and see how to work with it, right? So first of all, when you have received it, like when I have just downloaded this, I got this data in this format. So it is like they have just not segregated into different columns and rows. They have just put it in one single cell and the data is like this. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to tackle, like I need to work on so that it becomes easier for me so that I can like keep the this data is important for me to work, right? So I'll just separate this and I'll try to make it working. So how I'll be doing that? So I'll select the very first row, like the very first like cell of it. Now I'll just go down to data tab. Now I'll go to text to column. So delimited, it has already been shared, the delimited. Okay. Next, I'll go for next. Next, we'll choose here from here we'll be choosing comma because between each of this we have got commas. So we want to separate it by commas. So next, it has given me what data format we want. That's okay. Whatever I want the general format of it. And now I want to finish. So see the very first row has been changed, right? Hope you get it what I told, right?
Ma'am,
Guys,
can you repeat the process, please?
yeah, I need to because for all of it I need to do. I'll just repeat it. So here I'll go and just select the very first one. Now move down to data tab. Next, text to column, delimit next, comma, because they are also separated by commas. Next, finish. Okay, so here you can see there it has came because of the lack of space. So I'll just like increase the length of it. So see now it has came up like this, right? So similar way I'll do for rest. So we'll go here, next, finish. So we'll go again do this. Next. finish. So it won't work for if I just go and select every one of it and then go, it will not count, right? So I have to do single one by one. If I do it like this, let's check. Yeah. Right? So this is how we need to do it. Hope this is clear to you how we have to do it. When we have the segregation, the data is segregated between columns. Like when you'll be working with the real data set or downloaded from any of the site, you can get this kind of problem. So this is how you need to tackle the thing up and make it in a form that it is easier to use. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So will after we have done this, we need to format this as I have told yesterday how we will be doing that. In the similar format, we will be doing it. So how we'll be doing it? So we'll go down, Control Shift right. We will be doing. Then we'll go to Insert. We'll do the alignments first. Now for this section, I want a thick border up. So I'll do this and I want a bold. Fine. So I'll create it like this. And I'll just go here, select everything. Again, I'll just put it to a center alignment. Now I'll just do all borders. And for this specifically, I want the thick border. So this is the form. We need to just format it because so that it looks good at least. So we'll just adjust the width so that everything is visible and we can just check on with the data, because once we are working with the data, this is the raw data. So here this sheet it's saying that it's sheet 1. So I'll just go ahead and I'll just rename it to be the raw data. Okay, so this is my raw data. Now, if I need to just do any other part, I'll just convert it into table. So for that, I'll select it. Now I'll press Control T. Okay, so I got the table. So here you got different designs of it, in which color, in which format you want it. So we'll keep it a very basic one. So it looks good to me. I try and do that because I want to go with the like the lighter background. Right? So this looks good to me, and it also contains the the filters on, so I don't need to recheck that. Right? So I don't need to re-put it. So after this formatting part is clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Everyone got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. As of now, any doubt, any confusion? Okay, fine. So here first, when we will be going ahead, we will be checking for each of the set is like this is date, right? This is order ID, this is product, this is category, this is region, sales, profit, quantity, and customer, right? There is the customer names. So first, this is data. So when I am putting it up here, you can see it is giving me date, right? The date. If I want to go up here, you can see this, they are showing me the date only, because if they are like that means Excel is finding that this data is date. Suppose this data is not confined to it. Let me just change it through first. Let me copy it down. Now let me just delete it and I'll just put it. The date was just a minute. Let me check. It is 15/1/2022. So it's 15/1/2022, right? So now if you see here like this, you can see here it's not, just a minute. So it is taking as date, but in general sense, if I just change it, so it is taking it as general, not the date format, right? But this, when I am putting it around there, it is giving me date. It is also giving me date. It is also be giving me date. For this, the date section need to be aligned each of the stuff here present here with date. The format I need here is date. So here when I am moving it, it is general because it is a order ID. Product name, it is giving general. Next, it is category, giving general. Region, giving general. Sales, general. Profit, general. It's not taking to numeric value, it's taking general because we can add anything, we can do anything up here. That's fine if we get general. But when it is time for date, it is very difficult to get the date. If the date specifically we are taking and it is giving general, it's very difficult because we won't be able to perform some of the tasks up here. So make sure when you are working with the Excel and you have this date column, make sure you check for that purpose that each of the stuff inside it is counted as date or not, or if it is counting as general. So this all are, other than this, it is counting as general. So let me just change it down. So like this. So hope up to this much is clear. Now we'll just check, we'll just do the normal cleaning part of the data because we need to check. So how we'll be checking that? We'll just click it onto the filter. So we have got the data of 2024, 2023, 2022. Right? So we have got the data and we can see that there is no missing value. So that's working, that's okay for us and we don't want to check anything else as of now for the cleaning part of the data. Next, for the order ID, we'll see, we'll just
এত সুন্দর না ভালো লাগছে না বসে থাকতে
so if you want, you can leave it, it's fine. You can go ahead with that. Fine, let's just go ahead. Here is the order ID. So in order ID, you can see all of this order IDs present here. So now you can see up that here you get all of the order IDs. So you will just check it once, one by one, like how the order IDs are. So if it, like you need to check it is how it is, like it is alphanumeric or is there any blank and how it is working. So you need to check on that. So we have got that. Now for the products, we'll again check. We have this we have got this 5 categories only. That is alpha phone, beta headphones, delta mug, eco notebook, and the gamma charger. All these values we are having out here. Category wise, we'll check once. So we have accessories, electronics, homes, and stationery. So we have all of this round here. Next is region. So region wise, we have east, north, south, west. So all of it is okay and we don't have any missing values. So similarly, we'll check for all of it. So but here we can see that these are fine. We can see all of it working good, right? So now what is our task to see like what we can add on. Now in the pre-processing section, what we will be doing in the pre-processing section, we can add anything, we can check for anything, and we can do some of the modifications if that is needed further. Okay, so while I'll be working with my data, there is no need of this overall dates, right? I don't need the dates. But when I am putting it through, it have divided into two segments. Like I have the data of 2024, 2023, and 2022. So I'll just segregate it based on years, basically on which year it is and how it is. So based on year, I will be first segregating that and then I'll just move it further. Okay, so I'll do date to year. So this is a pre-processing step that I'll be doing. So I'll just go to insert. So we'll insert a column. Just a moment. So we have inserted a column up here and we'll give the name here as based on years. Years specifically we can keep. Okay, so for this, from extracting years from the date, what we will be doing? We will be doing equal to text we will be putting in. Now we will be putting tab on. Now we need to put the value. This is my value and the format I need to check. So I'll just give y, just a minute, y. Okay, so I'll just close the parenthesis, put enter. So see, we have got the data for 22, then 23, this is 23, this is 23, this is 24, which year specifically I got it, because this I would be needing for the further analysis of it. Okay, so this part is clear how we have done this. Guys, anyone is here in the meet?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Did you understood what we did here and why we did here and how we did here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. We'll just move in further. So we have segregated, we have extracted the years from the date. Similar way, we will be extracting again the month from them. Okay, so we'll extract the month specifically. So here we will be extracting the year and the month. So just a moment. We'll again do the same thing, text. We will put tab on. Now we will be selecting it up. Now we'll put comma and we'll give like what is the format we want. So we'll give this format. Let me give it and we'll put. So I have given 3 M's. So see the initials has came up. Jan, Feb, March, May, Jan, Feb. So if I need, I'll be putting another M and we'll do enter. So now the full name has came up. January, February, March, May, January, like this. Okay. Hope these parts are clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So this are not the part of the raw data. This we have actually did in the part of the data engineering. So we'll change the color of it to something maybe this for better understanding, because we have created this over for better understanding of it and for better overview. Okay, so hope this part is clear. Now we'll just move in and we'll create the pivot tables. So guys, have you worked with pivot tables early? Do you have any idea about pivot tables?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who have worked? May I know your name, please? Okay, Prakhar. Okay, Yogeshwaran, right? So you created dashboard with this? Like how
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have used it? Okay, fine, great. So we'll just check it how we will be doing it. I guess in the session, only 2 of them are somewhat acquired with the pivot part and rest have not worked with it, right? I'm asking about
Yes, ma'am.
others
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am. I have not worked.
from scratch, how we, okay, fine. So we'll see from scratch how we can create the pivot tables. Okay, so now we'll just go ahead with the insert. We'll just select the entire one. Now we'll go to insert. We have the option of pivot table. So we'll go to insert tab. We'll click on pivot table. will choose from table range. From table range we will be putting, and we want to do it in a new worksheet. You can put it in existing worksheet also, but it's look messy and not look that much professional. So we'll move into the new worksheet. Okay, so we'll put OK. So I'll just put it down. So this much, this is our pivot table field. Okay, so we do have the fields that you can see up, that is date, month, years, that we have now only engineered. Next, we have got order ID, product, category. Next, we have region. Then we have sales, we have profit, we have quantity and customer. Okay, so now we need to check one by one how to put in through and how to check one by one how to generate pivot tables. Okay, so for very first example for this, we will check for the total sale by region. So when we are moving into the raw data, so when we are moving into the raw data, you can see that we have date, month, year, order, product, category. So if I need to check total sales of the region, so I need this region column. Along with that, I need the sales that actually has happened, right? So I'll just drag it down in that form. So for that, I need the region. So region, I'll put it in rows. So I have put it region in row, and for the values, I'll be keeping the sales. So I have got this value. So for east, I have got some, it has already been taken the sum of the cells because we need the sum of the cells only. So we have got this value as east. Next, we have for east, we have the number of cells 196. For north, we have 1100. And for south, we have 683. For west, we have 177. So here by this we can see that we have got 100, 100 sales for the north. So this is actually giving me a better insight up, and I can work with this, right? So now I'll just do the designing part. Now I'll just select it up, go to design. I just don't want the grand total of it. I'll just of the grand total rows and columns. So I'll get these values up. So I have got this value up. Now what I need to do, I need to do the pivot table analysis based on this data. Okay, I'll go to pivot table analysis. Now what I'll do, I'll choose a pivot chart up here. So for this, maybe a pie chart will look good, right? So I'll choose it up here and will press OK. So see here, we have got the pie chart up that actually shows me like which is what. So blue is basically for east region, yellow is for west part, this gray shows the south region, and this section, basically this orange section which has the majority. So we have got this from here. Okay, so we'll just change the name of it. We'll see, we'll give the name as total sales by region. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, everyone understood how we have created it, because when you are seeing this data and you are getting this region and the sales, they are like closely integrated with each other and they are placed side by side. So see, just by seeing the data, will you be able to understand for which region you have got the maximum amount of sales? No, right? So you can see this. Will you be able to understand? No, right? So for this, we have just moved in and created this pivot table and from here we have got this chart, so that we have got everything, like we have just visualized this data in a form. Now anyone can say who don't know this raw data also, the person will also be able to say that for north region the sale is most, after north we have got the maximum sales for southern region. Okay, so we have got some of the designing part up here. We can do that. So let me just remove all of it. So we'll just hide all the fields button because I won't be needing that. I have hided that. I'll just move it for upward. Just a moment. So I'll just move it upward. And we'll just shrink it a bit so that it's easily understandable, and we'll just stretch it up forward somewhat. Yes. So this white line came up. So now it's looking better. And we can add different things up here. We can just go ahead, add a title. Either there was a chart title, we can put it or we can remove it. So let me just put the chart title and I'll give it up here, total sales by region. Okay, just and I can just change the orientation of it also. So I don't want it here. I just want to move it up here. I can move it like that. So it's ready. If needed, I can do other changes also in different forms. I can change it based on my requirement. I can do that. So let me just choose it up like this because it is giving me the percentage also with that. Also, I get an option of data labels. Either I can put it or not put it also. And I got different options. If I want it outside, I can get it. If I want it in this form, I can get it. If it in call out form I need, I get it. So in different forms, if needed, I'll get it. Right? So let me put it in the center. Hope how we have created this chart is clear to you. Any question, any query up to now?
Ma'am,
Guys, yes.
ma'am, the pivot table is just for the visualization.
Yes, we are creating the charts from this. Like here, from all of the data, we can create a single chart, right? We need different charts based on different data so that we can visualize it. To visualize the data, we are using pivot table, and from with this data, later we will be building a dashboard.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
That will also we will be going through, but one by one, of course, because that takes time, right? So if you don't know about pivot table, how you will be creating the dashboard out of it, right? So hope this much is clear. So we'll just move into the next chart then. So let's just move into the next chart. So next chart, we will see sales by year and category. Okay, so how we can do that? We have already selected in, we'll insert, go to insert, pivot table. From the table range, we'll go for the new worksheet, we'll press OK. Now what we need sales by year and category. Okay, so we'll drag this year. We have to drag it to the row section, because by row we will be getting it done. Next, we need to drag category in the rows. We have got the categories inside the rows. Now we need to drag the sales in the values. We have dragged the sales in the value. So now you have already got for which year, which accessories we have gotten, and like how it has changed over. So if we go to design and we'll just go to here and we just go for off for grand total. We got all of it up here, right? So now if we need any of the stuff like here, we have got everything, right? So we'll just go here and now we'll just check it for the pivot charts. Fine. So we have got pivot charts in, so we can use any of the charts out here. So let me just check a combo chart. Will that work? No. So let us take a line chart based on it, or maybe a bar chart will be fine. Okay, so let's take a bar chart. We'll go see. Okay, we'll put OK on that. So you can see that this is a chart that contains the years, and for specific year which specific categories we have taken it. Categories, if you can go to data and you can see the categories, there are categories, that is accessory, electronics, home and stationaries. So if you can see it up here, you can see that you have got this up and we have got the values based on it, like the sum basically. So we have got for 2022, the total we have got 653. For 2023, we have got 743. For 2024, we have got 760. Right? So if we need to go to format, so we can do any of the formatting that is required. We can fill the shape. We can just put any of the lighter colors up here. We can just remove the grid lines because that doesn't look good, and ligands we don't need, so we'll just move into the ligand section. Now in the axis, if anything is required, we'll just change the axis part. If it is there, it is giving us the insight, because I'll keep that, because without that it's not possible for me to understand, right? So we'll keep that, and we'll keep the chart title also. But these things I don't want. So we'll go for hide any of the field button on the chart. Okay. So here we'll hide the field buttons that is not required. So I want to just check it for any of the section. I can do that. Like there is two option based on the year and based on the categories. I can check it for the year specifically. If not, I'll just put it like this. So I'll get the data basically about the sales, like the based on which year we have got how much sales, we will get that. Okay, so as of now it looks good to me and I want to go ahead with that. And here I'll be putting the entire thing, so sale by year and category. Okay, so this looks good to me, and if needed I can change anything, but that will just change the formatting also. So I'll keep it like this, and if needed I'll just increase it a bit so that it's become easier for us to understand. Yeah. Okay. So is it clear? Is this chart clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. Okay, got it. So here I'll do a basic formatting. We'll just hold it up and we'll increase it a bit more. And we'll just, yeah. And we'll change it up to here maybe. Fine. So now it looks good. So it is ready, and now I'll just put the name of the sheet that we have taken it. We'll put it to sales by year and category. Just a moment. Okay, So this is how we have created the second pivot table of ours. Next, we'll again check for this. We can go accordingly. Monthly sale we can see, like based on that how my months, and based on my months and year, how my sales are going. I can check that. So previously this I have checked based on year. Now I'll check for month and year. So for that, again, I'll go to the data. We'll select the entire data. We'll go to insert, pivot table. Now we'll just go, okay. Now what we will be doing here, we will be just, after this, we will be just going down for months and years. So we'll check by year dates and we'll go to month. We'll put it down in this section, like maybe we can put it in the row, month and year we will be putting. So year wise January month, which it is coming in. Let me just change it, remove it. So year wise we have got. Now month wise let me put in, because then it will come up based on the year which months are actually there. It will only showcase that. That's why we have put year first, then month. Okay, is that clear? Now we'll check for the sales. So we have got 2022, how we have got the what months we have taken it and how we have taken it, we have got that. So if I am just changing it in this way, I am getting the data in this way. That is not looking good and it's very messy also. That's why I have taken it both in the row. Hope that is clear to you. Is it
Yes,
clear,
ma'am.
guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Fine.
ma'am.
Okay. So we'll again go to design. Grand total will of the total count part, because we don't require that. Now again we'll just check it to the pivot table section. We'll go to pivot chart. And now what we can create it up. So we'll see if we are creating line chart, how it is looking. So it's looking like this. Let me just have a look, or maybe if we are creating like that, it looks better. So we'll go like this. We don't want it, so we'll just go for grid lines. We don't want ligands. We don't want. So it has already changed it up. Now we'll hide this. We'll hide this because we don't need this. So again, if it is based on years, how like in 2022, my sales was like this. In 2023, there is an upliftment from 2022 to 2023. And in 2023, again, there is a bit higher. The sales went a bit higher, right? So this is my entire based on months. So I can see here from the data, from the chart actually, that is in January, I got a peak. So it's went higher in January, lower in February. February, March, and May, the sales was pretty low. Then again, it went up thoroughly in the region of January in 2023. Next, there is a fall in February. Then again, a peak in the March and June, and in July also there is a lesser sale in 2023 July. Again in January, February, in this range, we have got a peak in 2024. So basically from here, we can get the insight that on the year starting in the January, we generally get a better sale in this range. Is that clear?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll do the basic formatting up. So we'll fill the shape, we'll add some of the lighter color. This looks pretty good as of now. Or we can keep the same on, like we can keep this on only, because if we are further going ahead and creating the pivot data, like the dashboard, then it should align to the work that we are doing. So this we can change it to something else, some better color. We did this. So here, this is actually monthly sales trend it is. So we'll just put it like that. Right. So we'll do some of the basic formatting up. So we'll go to home. We'll just increase it. We'll keep it bold and we'll move it to the left side. Right? Hope this is understandable to you. So now we'll just rename the sheet to monthly sales trend. Right? So we have created the monthly sales trend up here. Next, so as of now, this was our raw data. We visualized this one. Then we have got this one and this one. So this looks a bit dull. So I'll just change the background color to be a bit darker. Maybe this one would look good. Like this would match with this. So this would look good. Okay, so next is the fourth one. We'll check it on for the top 5 product by sales. So how will be doing that? So this is my data. Again, I'll go to insert. We'll go to here. We'll go okay. Now here for now you people say, I want top 5 products by sale. So what I'll be putting what? Which field I will put where?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
I told like now I want to get the chart of the products by sale. Okay, so now you people tell me among this fields, which field I put it in column or row or value, where I should put it and in what format I should put it. You people tell. Products by sale. Let me just show you the raw data. This is the raw data. And here, if you are going, you can see all of the fields up here.
Ma'am, in row we can put the product.
In row, we can put the product. Okay. Yes.
And the sales, we can put the sales in the values section.
Yes, right. So we have got this. This is my table up here. So now what I'll be doing again, don't need the grand totals. I'll just off that. So report layout, I can also change. If I need a tabular form, it is already in tabular. So I can change it to repeat all items, whatever be it. As of now, it is okay for me. I don't need it. So we can also change the report layout. That's the thing. So now I'll be taking it down with pivot table analyzer. We'll move it here and we'll take a column chart. Okay. So you see here we have got the product wise sales we have already received. So now if I want to check for this, we can just do some of the upliftments that we can do here. Now here we have got the product wise sales. Now if I need anything else, like it has got already only 5 products only we have got, right? So we can't change it in this format. So if I need top 3 products, then I'll just go in. Suppose this 5 products I have gotten, I need top 3 products, then I'll just select it up. Now go down to filter, now move into top 10 and here I'll just put it to 3 and I'll put OK. So see, only three values. The three majorly used are alpha, beta, alpha phones, beta headphones, and eco notebook, right? So we have got this like that. We'll remove the grid lines. We'll don't need the ligands up here. And also the axis, we can keep it because the data we would be needing up. And this we can definitely remove. And this we can add on. So we want top 3 product by sale. Just okay. So we have created this. Now we'll just change it somewhat. And we'll just move into here. And we'll just use the whole. And we'll add some of the colors to it. This one looks good. We'll put it like this. If needed, we can just stretch it a bit. So product wise, if there is any product specifications we need, we can just remove that. We can click OK. So it'll get only that product on, right? So we don't need that. We need all as of now. So we will be putting it like that. Like this is for 5. In case we need it for top, again, we will go to filter, go to here. We'll just put it to 3 and OK. Okay. So is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So data labels, if we are needing, just a moment. We can put it in center or where what is the exact value if we are needing. We want to put it outside. We can put it like that so that we can also get the data, like what is the number actually, right? So it looks good to me. So I'll just keep it like this. So from this, we have actually created 4 out of it. So we'll be putting it, we'll change the name of it. Just top 3 products by sale. Okay. So another one we will be creating based on the profit. Okay, we'll insert again the pivot table. Okay, we haven't taken the range, so we need to select it down, else it won't work. So we will be selecting it down. Now we have got the table. Okay, we will press OK. Now I need to see the profit that has got over the region. So I'll put region up and then the profit over here. So I have got the sum of profit. So we can change it also. So if required, we can just a minute. Value field setting we can do, and we can do we can take some of it, like the profit, how, like the count wise I need, the average wise I need, the mean, max, product, in what format I need. If I change it to average and put OK, and it is giving me the average profit for each of the region, right? If I just put it to count, so it is giving me the count, the profit wise count it is giving me for each of the region, right? So I'll just keep it to sum only because that is more fruitful and understandable in this section. So we will keep it like that. Again, we'll go here, we'll remove the grand total. Now we'll select any of the pivot charts up here. So if needed, I can create this pie chart. So we have already created pie chart before. So let's create any other. Let's go to recommended pivot charts. So we have got grand total of not this and in this format. So we want this one only and we'll press OK. And now we'll go here and see it as like we can put it for cluster chart only because that will give us the better view of it. Now we have clicked it up here. Again, we'll do the major changes up here. The axis we want, grid lines don't, ligands we don't want. And we can do some of the major formatting up. We want to fill it with this. And that looks good as of now. And this we don't want. We'll remove it. Here we'll be putting region-wise profit. So we'll just change the name of the sheet. So we have got all of this region. Here we have got the option of filtering also. If I need to see, suppose east and west, I'll get the values of east and west. So I can just compare each one accordingly. Right? So we have created as of now from this data, we have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five pivot tables we have actually created. Now, if we need to create a dashboard, so we'll just move in and rename it to dashboard. And now we'll just see what we'll just drag each one of it here and we'll just set the thing up. Like how we will be doing that. Let me just give you this example. This was the data. So we did the data cleaning. We did all of the pivot tables that we required. We already prepared it from here. So men versus women, all of this we have created, and then we have created this dashboard up here. So the data that we have taken in, we have just placed it up here and added some of the slicers. So you also will be doing the same. So we have to just copy it down. And we'll just go there and paste it down. So we need it here, suppose maybe. So let's just put it to just select a bit of space. The space looks good to me. Merge in the center. We have already just got this part on. Let me just change it just a moment. Control Z. First, I'll be putting up here dashboard because I need to see the dashboard. Dashboard, then sales report. I'll be putting like this. I'll just take this much of the space and we'll do merge in the center, right? Now I'll just do all of the alignment stuff. Just for this, I'll do the alignments. I'll change the font. I'll just maybe bold will put in, or maybe we can add some of the color to it. So let me put this color only. So I have got this data on. Now I need to put the other fields also. So from here, we'll again take some and we'll do merge it to center so that we got a full canvas on. So for this also we'll put this. Okay, so we have got a full canvas. Just okay. We have already received it. We got this. So we'll just copy paste those and we'll put one by one here. Okay. Control B, where it is. Okay, just a minute. Let me just shake it to this. So we have done this. We'll keep it like this. We'll add the others and then we'll do the merging. Okay. Control C. Here I'll be pasting it. So I want to paste this. So I'll just put it, drag and drop it here. And we'll just place it this way and we'll adjust each of one of it. Okay. So this is the way we need to put it. So this one we will copy again, go to dashboard, we'll paste it up here. Like this we will be putting. Like we need to arrange it. Okay. Next, I'll be putting this one we already put. This one we need to put. I've got this. And then we have got another one, I guess. Your voice, this one. So I'll just do the formatting a bit. Maybe we'll put this color. Just put this. We'll do the formatting and we'll put this color. So it will be more aligned. So we'll just put this color on. Now we'll copy it down. So it's on you, like how you want to put this, because it's basically the designing section that you need to do. So I'll just drag it up here and we'll drag it up. So I have got everything as of now ready with me, or we can do one thing, just Control Z. Okay, I'll just put it up. Okay, and for this, we'll just copy it down. We'll just put it here and we'll drag it out. So this is basically the designing part, how you need to just put all of the stuff together in here actually. So here I'll be adding two more columns. Insert no, columns. So up to this much is clear, like how we are doing it and how we are supposed to do this. Guys, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. And now we'll just delete this. Just a moment. Let me just delete one because we have need one extra. That's fine. We'll just now add the slicers on here. So how we will be doing it? Just a moment. So we'll again go down here. So we'll select all of it. Now we'll go to insert. We'll go here. Okay. Now what we'll be doing, we'll be adding a slicer. So based on what we need the slicer, that we need to check. So slicer, suppose I need based on the year and based on the product. Okay, I have got two slicers. So I'll copy it down, paste it here. Okay, again I'll go down here. We'll copy it here and we'll paste it down here. You can check when we are going it down. We'll just put it like this. And now we'll just go up. This one will put it, rename as slicers. And now this is the dashboard that we have created. This is the basic one. Like this here we haven't put much of the effort also, and the color scheme and the coordinations we haven't just put it enough efforts up here to work with other part, and also our does were pretty right. So now if we are adding for 2022, see what happens. Okay, we need to just check it on. Okay, both have come for years. That's why. Just a moment. Okay, just a moment. Let me check. This has come for years. Now I'll just need to do this. So now you can see we have added the slicers also based on this, and now we need to connect the slicer. Just just a moment, guys. My screen has got frozen. Just a moment. Uh, I am unable to move it. Just a moment. Okay, fine. So I guess it's working now. So we'll move it down to the slicer section, and now we'll see how we can just connect it through. So we'll just put it like that, and we'll go for a slicer setting. So we have got all of these properties out here, like the slicers tools with we will get the option on. Just a moment. Just a minute. Slicer we have got. How we just a minute. Slicer. Yes, we have got the slicers on. Now we need to click on the report connection. Okay, for all we need to put in for pivot table 5, 7, all we need to give the connection. Next, we need to put OK. And for this also, we need to go slicer, report connection. For all, we need to give the connection because without the connection, they won't work. Okay. So now we'll move it down because we have already connected them. So we have got the connections on up here. See, there we have connected, but here we have already got it. Now I'll just change it for the data. Any of the specific data I'll moving in. See, the data is getting changed. Right? So I'll change for any of the specific products. So now the specific product, the data is getting changed. Okay, now I'll just go for any of the specific one. It has changed. Now we'll move into any of this. We can use both or we can't use also based on it. But when we are putting it any one of it, the data is getting changed. So this is actually an interactive dashboard because based on the slicers, we can take the data for each of the required field and events. So is that clear, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have any doubt as of now?
No, ma'am.
No doubts? Okay, fine.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I think I have some issues because the session was so long and some process are lagging.
Some process. I didn't get you, Ramakrishna. Can you tell me once more because I didn't get you. Okay, anyone having any queries as of now? Okay, just a moment. Yeah, Ramakrishna, you have any query? You are telling like
Yes,
in
ma'am.
between.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am. Yeah, I have some network issues.
yeah.
Ma'am, I was telling that it will be helpful if you serve the video lectures because some
Yes, yes,
process are so
definitely.
confusing.
Like which one was confusing?
Ma'am, the last dashboard section when you make the connections, na,
Right.
in that time I lost my network connection and the second time
Okay,
you
fine.
showed it, but I think
Okay,
I
let
missed
me
it.
reshare. I'm just re-showing it up because in that point, my like the screen has actually freezed while I was just moving my mouse because I was working with some of the data and my laptop has drained out so much that I was unable to like it has suddenly got freezed. So that's the reason. So it also took me some time. So the thing is, we have gone to the slicer sections. How we have created the slicer that is that you understood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now when we are just clicking it down here, you got an option of slicer. Just click once here and report connection. You need to report the connection. and because without the connection they won't work, right? And for which pivot tables you want to give the connection, that you need to do. For me, I have given the connection to all because I need to see how they are performing in. So I have then pressed OK, and accordingly this has already, since I have taken this slicer from here down here, like before creating, like before building the connection only, I have just copied and pasted it up here. Now when I am just checking, the connection has already been built. This is the like you can say the majority part of Excel, that when anything, like suppose in your data also, if anything is getting changed, then you just need to just go down here to the pivot section and do the refresh, and the data will change automatically. You don't have to create the chart again. Okay, so this is how we have already created this slicers. Now we can just see based on the slicers. Suppose I want to check only 2022 data. So this is the data that I am getting for 2022. See, all of the data have changed. Okay, so now I want to see for 2023. See, the data has changed. So in 2023, the South region has the major sales. Now 2024. So it has got, the North region got major sales. So this is how we are actually creating it up. Oh, the screen is not visible. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I don't know. Like I was not sharing actually, that I forgot. Sorry, you should have told me before. Just a moment. Now it is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So similar as I was telling, so the slicer how we have created, you know, right? So now just click it down to the slicer section. Now go down to slicer. There is an option of report connection. You create, like click it down here. Now give the connection, like check it for every table, because for every table we have got this connections on. So we have got this connections and we have pressed OK. Now, similarly for this, again, the slicer, report connection, check all the fields, press OK. Now going down to dashboard, now you can see for 2020, it has given me this kind of data when I am checking. So now as it is connected, we are able to do it. So now you can see this data are getting in this format. For 2022, 2022 we have got, for northern region, it has given me the majority of sales actually 2023 if I am putting. So it is giving me, like for southern section, it has given me the majority of sales. Now if I check for any of the specific item, alpha, so it is giving me 480 cells we have actually received. Okay, so let's just remove that. And for 2022, the sales by category has changed. The top 3 sales. So here we have got the 5. So we can change it to anything that we want. Maybe this 2, this 3. And now we can change on. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other query, anyone? Okay. I'm just stopping my sharing. So hopefully everything is clear to you as of now. So tomorrow we'll just go down and take any of the data set from, like this was also a data set from the internet basically. So the data set was quite small, so it looked easier for us. But tomorrow we'll try and see a better or bigger data set, and we'll work with that data set. and from scratch, and we need to build a beautiful dashboard out of it. So we'll work with that and see how we can create a beautiful means like interactive and that is soothing to eyes. This dashboard part is personal choice actually, how you want to put it, in what format. If you put the charts, it will look good. It's totally on you. And how we actually create KPIs, that also we will be learning tomorrow. So let me just show you what KPIs actually is. Just a moment. So let me just show you. Okay, this also doesn't contains KPI. So I'll just show you tomorrow actually, because I don't have any data that contains like that have the KPIs as of now with me in my system. Actually, everything is in the GitHub. So I can't show you now. So tomorrow I'll be showing you how we can create the KPIs and how we can work it through. Okay, guys, hope everything is clear. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
can you share the Excel file?
Which Excel file? The one
Uh,
we work today?
yes,
I
ma'am.
got
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
So tomorrow we'll just go ahead with the KPI section. Then finally we'll share with you. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Because this works under the same project, right? So as of now, I don't have the access to share it with you. So once it would be complete, I'll just try and share it with you. Else, you will definitely get the recorded sessions by next week. So you can check it from there. If possible, I'll definitely share. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you share the whole recorded class before the project which we have to submit it?
I didn't get you actually.
I'm asking that the recorded video, can you share us previous of our submission of the project?
Project submission. Okay, recorded video. Because that is the management part and the technical part, right? Like technical in the sense, like that is related to the organization, right? There I can't like confirm you that that will be given only, but I'll try and share the report, like this file if possible. If they are permitting, I'll try and share this file to you. Fine. And this project
Okay,
file
ma'am.
that we
Thank you.
actually prepared. Okay. So hopefully in this week, when you'll be given with the project, maybe related to dashboard preparation, your project would be. So have a closer look into it. Okay, guys. Fine, guys. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Bye.